start tomorrow. But anyway, the image at the beginning where it shows like chapter 59, I noticed Neo and Akiyama were standing in front of the fence. It seemed identical to the shot in the trailer for Core 2, where people are like, oh, maybe they're playing a prison game. Sorry, gotta go watch Tomodachi for that. This isn't really relevant, but I noticed that Yokoya just kind of standing across from Neo. Like, it's impossible to tell, like, what's the inspection room and what's the northern side and the southern side or whatever, especially since, they're all just a bunch of white walls in the manga. But, it's kind of similar to in the anime when I think Neo and Yokoya first saw each other. Or maybe Yokoya was sitting down and he didn't stand up until later, I'm not sure. I find it funny how Neo, I find it very sweet how Neo, tells, everyone on their team is going to drop out except for Neo and Akiyama. And Hasegawa and Shibayama and Akagi supposedly are also supposed to drop out. And she's like, don't worry, other people in the northern team, we can't save you at this moment, but we're coming to save you too. Because that really sets up the idea that they should be seeing Neo as okay, this is a girl that we can trust way more than Yokoya, at least morally wise. But they just completely forget about it. Obviously they don't go through the revival round 2 with them, but then and then they also get split off in the pandemic game. But in musical chairs, it kind of surprises me that not one of those 5 pricks goes up to Neo and it's hey, you promised to, not even as a trick, doesn't go up to her at all and say hey, you promised that we would that you would help us. Even if they did it late, I think Neo would still fall for it. Geez, I'm not looking forward to seeing that mice scene in the anime, because Yokoya literally squeezes the mice. It looks like they're spitting out blood, and then he just throws them. It's holy crap. I guess Yokoya only has 2 mice. I think Neo's speech is objectively awesome. So is Akiyama freaking out. I didn't realize that we find out this early that Akagi's moving on. I thought that it was something that the author might have changed his mind about. Because I thought that it was the lawyer guy, the fake lawyer, tells Neo that Akagi's moving on before the pandemic game. But no, we find out here. So we know from the start that Akagi's going to move on. And then so is Fukunaga. And she's all oh, I'm going to take every last bit of money from that prick, which she doesn't. Neo calls Fukunaga a he, but I assume that's just a translation error in the speech bubbles. And then the whole dealers are oh, I wonder if the rest of this tournament, if Neo will ever be able to say those kind words again. It's oh, who knows? Got to keep setting up the future. People are all saying this is predictable, even though they don't predict it, and then when it's too complicated for them, they say it's too complicated, and then meanwhile they're going to be all oh, wasn't this supposed to be the peak? This arc is dead. It's kind of funny how all the NPCs on Akiyama and Neo's team just got kicked off with no proper send-off. Even Hasegawa and Shibayama, at least Hasegawa said something about it. How would Revival Round 2 have gone if Fukunaga didn't join them?